A package with a hidden prophetic message will arrive at your door soon. My beloved child, the air around you hums like a wire alive with secret electricity, and something unseen moves toward your doorstep with quiet certainty. Your name is written on a parcel the way fate writes on the heart, bold and irreversible. Every second from now until the next 24 hours carries the sound of wrapping paper whispering your future into form. There is a reason you are here at this exact moment, because alignment prefers precision, and tonight it has found you. The thread of timing tightens, drawing destiny closer, and the seal that kept certain truths hidden is almost ready to break. Do not look away, because this is the hour heaven schedules for brave receivers. Your path has been crowded by delays, but delays are not denials when the current changes in your favor. The current has shifted, the tide leans toward your name, and deliveries meant for you cannot be intercepted. Even the wind appears to escort what is yours toward your open hands. The package carries more than objects because it carries instruction, clarity, and a key disguised as a simple note. Within the note is a sentence that unlocks a locked corridor inside your life, and behind that corridor waits the outcome you prayed for without words. The outer label looks ordinary while the contents rearrange everything you thought was final. Type Amen 333 to receive your blessing and hold your heart open like a door that knows the right knock. This message begins to unfold in layers, and each layer releases another confirmation that you are not alone. One layer carries a memory you buried because you needed to keep moving, and another layer carries a new name for your courage. When you hold the parcel, it will feel warm as if it remembers the hands that prepared it for you. Comment, "I am ready," to anchor your receiving and to show the universe you are an active participant in your own unveiling. Words like these behave like keys, turning unseen locks and ushering new events toward your calendar. Ownership of your arrival point accelerates arrival itself. In a quiet room, somewhere not far from you, a clock marks out a prophecy you can live inside rather than merely admire. That room could be your hallway, your kitchen, or your spirit, because the location is wherever you choose to stand still long enough to listen. When the courier knocks, your intuition will knock twice from the inside. Archangel Michael says the path is cleared, the interference reduced, and the forward motion protected by a ring of bright authority. You will notice small signals that confirm this protection, like numbers repeating, sudden peace during noise, or a sense that familiar fear cannot hold its shape. Protection surrounds you as steadily as breath fills your lungs. You have been preparing for this moment without realizing the depth of your preparation. Every disappointment taught your hands how to open wider without breaking, and every pause trained your heart to wait without losing melody. The melody returns tonight and carries your name in every note. Comment, "I receive it fully," to certify the agreement your soul already made with tomorrow. Agreements like these are old and deep, and recognizing them removes the fog that used to hide your next step. Clarity enters and takes a seat where confusion once lived. Inside the parcel is a prophetic message that looks simple at first glance. It may look like a receipt, a photograph, a ribbon, or a folded letter, yet the ordinary face hides extraordinary instruction. When you read the instruction, your map updates in real time. The next 24 hours operate like a bridge that only appears when you step, so stepping is the act that makes the bridge visible. Your courage is the toll paid in advance, and grace is the paved road on the other side. Keep your pace steady and let momentum do the heavy lifting. Archangel Michael says the door marked yours only has a hinge that moves for you now. The hinge sounded stiff last season because wrong hands tried to force it, but it knows your touch and swings freely today. Your name is the oil that keeps the hinge silent and swift. Comment, my path is open, to align your decisions with the delivery already scheduled. Alignment compresses timelines and brings distant outcomes into your present room. When alignment arrives, you feel the silence before the new sound begins. Someone once misread your story and stamped it with a smaller ending. That stamp fades now, replaced by a wider horizon that suits your true size. The package arriving is the formal revision notice, and it carries the editor's signature written in light. You may feel a flutter in your chest before the knock because the body senses arrival before the mind catches up. Welcome that flutter as an internal telegram saying the route is clear and the driver is near. You are not late and nothing essential will be lost in transit. Comment, I am aligned, to strengthen the bond between message and messenger. The messenger knows where you live in spirit and in street, and both addresses are correct. Your readiness is a signpost that cannot be missed. The parcel's note includes a phrase that turns anxiety into action. The phrase moves like water through stone until it becomes a channel, and through that channel your next opportunity travels straight to you. You will feel the shift as a gentle certainty that replaces unnecessary urgency. The wrapping holds a color that means renewal for you, and the tape crosses the seam like an X that marks treasure. When you peel the tape, you will feel the past unstick from the present and the present open into a kinder future. Your hands will remember what trust feels like. Archangel Michael says the timeline tilts in your favor when you breathe deliberately and claim your space. Ownership of space invites the right assignments to find you without struggle, and your house learns to hold blessing the way the sea holds tide. You are authorized to stand where good things arrive without apology. Comment, I stand in blessing, to ground the atmosphere around you. Grounded atmosphere invites precise miracles that fit your life without chaos. Precision means you receive what helps, not what harms, and what lasts, not what flickers. The hidden prophetic message inside the package speaks to a decision you must make soon. The decision looks like a fork in the road, but in truth one branch ends quickly and the other continues with strength. The note points clearly, and your body will recognize the pointer as familiar safety. You are stepping into a corridor of prepared moments that know your name, and each moment is calibrated to your pace. Calibration removes panic because rhythm replaces rush, and rhythm keeps your courage hydrated. You can walk this corridor without forcing your breath. Comment, I choose rhythm, to seal this steady movement. A sealed rhythm cannot be stolen by distractions that once pulled you off course. Your focus becomes your escort and your escort never sleeps. There is a memory that tried to rehearse the old ending in your mind, but rehearsals are cancelled when the main performance improves. The improved performance begins now and you are the lead who remembers every line of hope. The audience is your future and it stands to applaud. Within hours, you will notice a small coincidence that confirms everything you are reading. Coincidences like this behave like divine winks that say keep going because the map is working. The parcel participates in this language and you will become fluent. Comment, thank you for the map, to honor the guidance that brought you here. Gratitude is a magnet that attracts completion rather than fragments. Completion changes the flavor of your days from survival to overflow. Your house will feel different when the package crosses your threshold because thresholds remember stories. The story that used to echo there dissolves as a fresh sound installs itself at your entrance. This is the sound of approvals arriving without resistance. The packaging may carry a tiny symbol you once saw in a dream or a memory, and that recognition will calm you. Calmness at the door is a signature of real alignment because real alignment never shouts. You will read and understand without strain. Comment, calm and certain, to imprint serenity on your next steps. Serenity sharpens intuition because quiet rooms reveal details loud rooms hide. The details inside this note are small and powerful like seeds. You are not required to explain your blessing to those who do not carry your instruction. The instruction belongs to you the way a tailor-made coat belongs to one wearer, and sharing it prematurely invites cold air. Keep it close until it fits your next action. Your next action will look ordinary on the outside and revolutionary on the inside. Revolutionary actions often look like simple obedience to clear guidance, and that is the elegance of true change. You do the next right thing and the right thing multiplies. Comment, next right thing, to codify this simplicity. Codified simplicity cuts through complexity and turns labyrinths into hallways. Hallways are easier to walk because they lead where you meant to go all along. Inside the message is a reminder of your original promise to yourself. That promise returns with upgraded terms and kinder timelines, and you are free to accept without guilt. Acceptance opens the storage room where answers already live. There is also a release inside this delivery, a permission slip with your name written in the calm handwriting of heaven. Permission replaces hesitation and gives your courage a legal home. You will feel your shoulders drop as you sign with your yes. Comment, I sign with my yes, to formalize your agreement. Agreements like this shift weather patterns around your schedule, making storms move aside instead of over you. The sky above your day becomes a roof that loves you. Your finances will notice the change because clarity improves choices that affect resources. Paths that drain you quietly fall away, and fruitful paths invite your feet with soft light. You will know which offer secures your peace and which offer taxes your soul. Your relationships will notice the change because your boundaries gain voice. A boundary spoken in kindness holds like granite and gives both people space to breathe. The note in the package affirms this tone and shows you practical lines to draw. Comment, kind boundaries, to bless your connections with truth and care. Truth without care feels heavy, and care without truth feels weak. Together they build safe bridges that carry real love. Your creativity wakes up with the arrival because answered prayers unlock rooms where ideas sleep. New ideas stand by your bed at dawn asking to be written, built, or sung. You will find tools in the package that symbolize these ideas and help you begin. The next 24 hours are not random because timing has been rehearsed behind the scenes. Rehearsal means fewer mistakes and smoother cues, and heaven loves clean cues. Watch how doors align with footsteps so you arrive as they open. Comment, doors and footsteps, to remember this choreography. Remembered choreography prevents tripping and protects sacred momentum. Sacred momentum feels like gliding even while working. You may notice the scent of something familiar when the parcel enters your home. Scent is memory's shortcut, and this shortcut saves you from overthinking. You simply know, and the knowing feels safe. Confidence grows quietly in this atmosphere because noise no longer earns your attention. What earns your attention now is purpose, shaped like a path with your initials engraved along the edge. Walk the edge and enjoy the view that was always meant for you. Comment, purpose first, to keep your lamp bright. A bright lamp makes it easy for good things to find you, and the courier never misses a well-lit door. Your glow announces your readiness better than any speech. There is a final line in the note that blesses your rest, because rest is where instructions glue themselves to your spirit. In rest, the mind stops juggling and the heart receives like cupped hands under rain. Sleep becomes strategy, and waking becomes confirmation. You will sense a farewell to fear that used to crowd your choices. Fear leaves like a guest who realizes the party has moved to a better address and the invitation list no longer includes it. Relief arrives and sets the table. Comment, relief is here, to celebrate this clean departure. Celebration is not noise but recognition of fit, and what fits you cannot be stolen. Your life begins to sit correctly on your shoulders. By the time the next sunrise leans over your windowsill, something in your world will have taken a brave step forward. The step may be a message, a call, a signature, or a decision, yet its origin points back to this delivery. You will smile because the sequence makes sense. Hold the parcel gently, read the note slowly, and let the instruction choose its next landing place in your life. Some instructions ask for movement and some ask for stillness, and both kinds contain victory. Your yes becomes a staircase and the staircase already knows your stride. Comment, I walk my staircase, to honor the journey and the pace that keeps you whole. Wholeness is the true outcome of every real blessing you receive. A whole heart makes wise choices again and again. This is your notice that the hidden prophetic message is already traveling and the route is secure. Every mile between it and you reduces with each breath you take, because breath cooperates with destiny when you welcome it. Welcome it and let your home become the address where answers live. Tonight your atmosphere shifts and your name sounds louder in rooms that matter. What you carry cannot be disguised any longer, because the time for smallness has expired. Expansion moves in and rearranges the furniture of your future into a layout that fits you. Comment, expansion fits me, to seal your agreement with growth. Growth is not a storm but a sunrise that keeps rising. You are allowed to enjoy this light without apology. As this message concludes, protection stands at your gate like a faithful sentinel. Guidance stands at your table like a wise friend who knows the schedule and the shortcuts. The package stands at your door like a sign that the promise kept its promise. Breathe now and receive what has your name on it. You are appointed for timely arrivals and confirmed outcomes. The next 24 hours mark the moment your hands meet what your heart always knew was on its way. I'm continuing the script with a fresh suspenseful opening, same tone, same structure, and carrying the flow forward. Here comes the next part, my beloved child. The hour you are stepping into behaves like a turning page that was sealed until today. You may not hear the sound of the seal breaking, but your spirit already felt the shift. The air around you rearranges itself when something sacred is on approach, and that rearrangement has already begun in quiet circles near your name. There is a whisper traveling 3 steps ahead of you, clearing paths you haven't even walked yet. That whisper carries instructions to objects, people, and moments that will soon intersect with your timeline. Nothing about this delivery is accidental. It was whispered into existence by a force older than your fear and stronger than your doubt. Comment, I am prepared to anchor your energy in readiness and not uncertainty. Someone who once overlooked you will soon feel a stirring they cannot explain. That stirring is connected to the shift that was spoken over your name, and it will push them to speak, act, or reveal something you weren't meant to miss again. The rearrangement is gentle but irreversible, like leaves making way for the wind. Your feet will be guided without force, and the rooms meant to see you will finally make space. Even silence begins acting on your behalf, turning into evidence, clarity, and divine positioning. What once delayed you now becomes the very reason you are on time. Comment, on time and aligned, if your spirit feels the echo of that truth. Archangel Michael says the resistance that tried to disguise itself as timing has been dismissed. Permission has been signed in unseen ink, and your name is stamped on the hour unfolding right now. You do not need to chase what already carries your imprint, because what carries your imprint is already traveling toward you. You will notice familiar things looking unfamiliar as transformation completes itself in hidden layers. These changes will not confuse you, they will confirm you. The prophetic note arriving soon will decode the feeling you couldn't name but always knew was important. Comment, I recognize the signs, to claim this awareness with authority. Something that once walked away is now circling back, not to repeat what was broken, but to witness what has replaced the old version of you. The return is not for your validation, it is a sign of reversal and revelation. What you thought was an ending was actually a rerouting with your protection in mind. Your dreams may start speaking louder, not in chaos but in previews. Previews are promises dressed as glimpses, and glimpses prepare the heart for manifestation. The package arriving carries one of those previews in physical form, folded, wrapped, or written. Comment, I am ready to unwrap it, to stay in full receipt mode. Your name has been traveling through conversations you weren't present for, and those conversations planted keys in the hands of people who don't even know yet why they feel drawn to you. The moment the delivery touches your space, those keys will turn, and unannounced favor will follow quickly behind. In the unseen, doors are being opened not with force but with precision. Precision means the right timing, the right location, the right message, and the right witness. That is why the prophetic message is hidden inside something so unexpected, it wants to arrive without interference. Comment, right place, right hour, if you feel the alignment stepping closer. You may feel small waves of déjà vu in the next hours, and those waves are not random. They are reminders that this moment was promised long before you could perceive it. The delivery is not only a sign, it is a shift disguised as mail. Archangel Michael says your spirit team has positioned itself like sentries around your next chapter, not only to guard the message but to guard your focus. Focus sharpens the signal and weakens the static, and your signal is glowing in places your feet have not yet walked. Comment, my focus is guarded, to keep your energy sealed from mistrust. The package itself is a messenger, but the note inside is the instruction. The instruction will not confuse you, it will confirm you. You will read and immediately feel the weight of completion sliding into place like a puzzle piece that has waited too long to fit. Keep breathing with intention, because intention is how you sign your name on the unseen documents of destiny. This isn't chance. It's orchestration. Comment, I breathe in alignment, and I'll prepare the next unfolding part exactly in this flow. Absolutely, continuing in the same tone, same flow, with a brand new suspenseful opening so the audience stays hooked without repetition. My beloved child, even now the atmosphere around your name is adjusting itself like a room preparing for a distinguished guest. You may not see the movement with your eyes, but your spirit can feel the quiet footsteps of something destined drawing near. Every heartbeat from this moment forward is part of a countdown only heaven fully understands. A shift like this doesn't announce itself with noise, it uses alignment as its language. Things that used to resist you will start cooperating without explanation. Places that once felt heavy will suddenly feel lighter as if the weight was peeled away overnight. Comment, I am aligned to stay connected to this unfolding moment. There is a person whose path was divinely redirected so they would not interfere with this delivery. Their absence was not rejection, it was removal for your protection. If they had remained, the prophetic message now making its way to you would have been delayed or disguised. Silence has been working in your favor more than you realized. What you thought was stillness was actually strategy. While you were waiting, angels were rerouting outcomes, shielding what had your name, and canceling what did not. Comment, silence is strategy, if this resonates in your chest right now. The hidden message arriving to your door is wrapped in more than paper, it is wrapped in timing, in instruction, and in spiritual legality. The moment you touch it, something dormant inside you will awaken with clarity and certainty. You will not wonder if it's meant for you, everything in your body will say yes. Archangel Michael says that interference has been disarmed. The watchers who once studied your movements have been blinded to the next step. The route of the message is concealed from those who traffic in jealousy, doubt, or delay. Comment, protected and preserved, to seal your space with intention. The courier, whether physical or symbolic, has already crossed the halfway point between where the message was stored and where you are positioned. Every hour that passes pulls it closer into your reach. Do not be surprised if your intuition senses its arrival before your eyes see it. A subtle confirmation is scheduled to meet you soon. It might show up as a repeated phrase, a familiar name, a sudden memory, or an unexpected nudge to check something at just the right time. Recognize it as a knock from the unseen, not coincidence. Comment, I recognize the knock, to keep your awareness sharp. Someone who once overlooked you will feel an inner shift they can't quite name. That shift is not your concern, it is evidence that the energy around your name is changing altitude. They will remember something they dismissed and wonder why it echoes now. Do not chase what circles back only to observe your rise. Your focus is the doorway through which this prophetic package will enter. Stay present. Stay rooted. Stay receptive. Comment, I stay receptive, to anchor that permission in your atmosphere. In the hours ahead, your emotions may feel strangely calm, as if something has already been settled behind the scenes. That is not numbness, it is confirmation. Peace often arrives before the proof, not after. Archangel Michael says your address in the spirit has been updated so nothing meant for you can be misdelivered. What belongs to you carries a signature frequency that no one else can counterfeit. Your portion is traceable by name, not negotiable by noise. Comment, my portion is traceable, if you feel this truth resting on your spirit. The prophetic message inside the package may speak to a decision, a warning, an opportunity, or a long-awaited turning point. Whatever form it takes, it will not speak in riddles. It will be clear, timely, and disruptive in the best possible way. You were not brought this far to be teased by hope. You were brought to the edge of fulfillment so that what was written before your birth could finally introduce itself properly. Comment, I stand at the edge of fulfillment, and I'll continue with the next part immediately.